Yo, everyone, what's going on? Welcome to season 4, episode 1 of Balls to the Wall. All right.
Said we wouldn't get here.
Ooh, they said we wouldn't get here. They said your boys didn't have it, but your boys proved them wrong. All right.
Woo!
Your boys proved them wrong.
Tell me.
The co-founder DJ Wavy D in the building. I got my boy Tevin in the building. Tevin Jordan. Woo! And I got Stevie D in the back, all right? That's Stevie D. He's my football expert, Tevin's my all-around expert. And, you know, I'm your basketball wrestling guy. All right? Let's switch it real quick. Ooh, you ready for this? I love you. What's poppin', guys? It's your boy DJ Wavy D in the building. You're listening to Balls to the Wall here on 107.7 WFCS New Harper's Edge.
And we back.
And we back, bro. This is season 4, episode 1 of Balls to the Wall, right? We're back here for the spring semester. It's about to be a good time. We got a good show ahead of us today. I'll give you a quick rundown of what's going on, all right? We're starting the show off today with some triple R's. Royal Rumble review. Woo! And then we head into AB and the Steelers. We head into the Pro Bowl or Trash Bowl?
No, it's the Troll Bowl.
Oh, the Pro Bowl or the Troll Bowl? I like that title right there. I came with that myself, you feel me? And then we got NFL Super Bowl predictions, all right? And then, you know, we'll head to our NBA. You know, we're mid-season right now in the league. We got the return of Boogie Cousins.
Boy.
We got James Harden, fire streak.
Ooh, 23 count.
Heard. We got Kyrie, the Celtics, back on track.
Or are they?
Woo! And then we got all-star voting results. And then to wrap up the show, you know, I marked it down, a little ball film.
You know what? It's okay. As long as we stay on track the whole show, it's fine. I'm glad you put it last.
Steve, are we recording over there? Probably not.
There's unknown.
There's a little switch on top of the camera that you rotate on.
Oh, geez.
And then you can press the red button.
Yeah. Oh.
Try live with my boy Tevin, all right? Let me see my... I'll leave that there, you feel me? I got my results on my phone. Leave that one right there. But anyways, let's head into Royal Rumble review, all right? My boy Steve, all right? He's not your typical wrestling fan, right? He doesn't watch too much wrestling, but I was like, Steve, days lead up to it, I was like, Steve, you're invited over to the crib to watch the Royal Rumble, all right? I think it's going to be a good pay-per-view, you know what I'm saying? I think you should come watch it, all right? He was like, you know what? I'll give it a go, all right? Steve came through. And it was some long hours. He watched about 4 matches, but he watched some good matches.
The Rumble was long.
Yo, I don't know about you. I watched the pre-show. I tuned in at 7.
I tuned in at 7.
I'm not watching the pre-show.
It was done at like 12. That was insane.
Is that an unusually long duration?
Yes.
For the
Most
Rumble?
11 is the cutoff.
Yeah.
11 p.m.
Most interviews start at 7 or 8 and at 11.
Was it because they had like that match where they had like 30 people?
Yeah, that's a big reason.
Two of those matches.
Yeah.
See, is someone at the door, Steve? Someone there?
Someone's knocking.
Is that Big Dog Miles?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we got Big Dog Miles woken from his nap.
Yo.
He woke up from his doggy nap. Big Dog Miles in the building.
Man, you got some sleepers in your eyes, man? What's going on here?
It was 4 o'clock.
Oh wow.
Yeah, right now we're diving into the Royal Rumble review. All right. Here's a little list of today's topics if you know you want to get familiar with it from when we get to it. I know, but we might get to maybe like here while you're there. I mean, there while you're here. You know what I'm saying?
So the Royal Rumble.
Let's see. What do you want to start with, Tevin?
I mean, we might as well go from the first match. Actually,
First match on? We'll start with the first match.
First match
because the whole story was developed over the night. You feel me?
Yeah.
There was many story points throughout the whole night. At that point, we might as well start the pre-show at least slightly.
Good God.
Because
let's not waste that time.
At the end of the United States Championship match, Lana was on the apron and whatnot.
All right.
And then Rusev came over and hit Nakamura. Nakamura moved out the way, and Rusev bumped Lana off the apron. She came down and sprained her ankle. All right. That's all you got to know from the pre-show.
Now,
and then
mind.
Chris Murphy put in some work in the cruiserweight match.
Chris Murphy defended his cruiserweight championship against 3 other competitors.
And he put in the work.
He put in the work. Representing Australia.
That's honestly all you got to know about the pre-show.
Honestly.
The pre-show slow. And then there's the tag team match, but
Ignore that.
Ignore that.
First match of the night.
We had
Becky Lynch versus Asuka.
the Man versus the Empress of Tomorrow.
Now, heavy hitters.
Heavy
This match had a
hitters.
lot of big spots. I would say the biggest spot for me was the exact ending. How it ended, I didn't see Becky Lynch tapping. I didn't think.
Oh, I saw it.
I thought they were going to make her pass out.
I thought you meant you didn't physically see it. That's
No,
what I thought you meant.
I didn't think they would have her pass out. Tap out because of how over she is.
Yes.
Her passing out made more sense.
Yeah, kind of like The Rock passing out to the sharpshooter.
Exactly. But it was a great match. It was a good starting match.
I meant Stone Cold passing out to the sharpshooter. That's what I meant to say.
It's okay. Mistakes happen.
They knew what I meant.
I'd give it a 3.5.
Yeah, the match itself was pretty good. It was great. Technical wrestling. They told a story. There was a lot of mental games. It was definitely good. I agree with you. The end of the match should have been her passing out to the upgraded
Asuka Lock.
Asuka Lock. Steve, what do you think about that? Were you there for the match, Steve, or were you coming after the match?
That's the Man versus who?
The Empress of Tomorrow.
Asuka.
The Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. I know I have a strong opinion on that match. I don't think I watched a ton of that one. I paid very close attention to 3 matches. I paid attention to the one where everybody jumped in where they tried to get 30 people into the ring.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble.
I watched Rousey versus Banks.
Okay.
And then I saw Brock Lesnar against that really athletic guy who kept doing flips and stuff all over the ring, trying to take him out. But Brock is, he was just too big of a dude for him.
Too big of a mountain to climb.
No, it was funny. Earlier today when we were going over the review for the show, the rundown, I was like, "See, what matches did you want?" He was like, "Oh, a really athletic guy versus Brock Osweiler."
Oh, gosh. That's painful.
Okay, it was good.
It was funny.
So then after that match, we had The Bar versus the best tag team in the world.
Oh, that guy looking
The best.
Yes.
He looks like a dad, right?
Yes.
The guy that doesn't look like a wrestler.
He is
Yeah,
a dad.
Shane McMahon.
Shane McMahon is a dad.
The boss's
Yeah.
son.
We're gonna call them Mizzo Mac
Mizzo Mac? Okay.
because that makes the most sense. I mean, let's not say much about this. It was a match.
It was an
It
entertaining
happened.
match. It was entertaining,
Yeah.
especially for his place in the card. The one part that I thought was stupid in this whole thing, and yes, I use the word stupid, that's a strong word, was when the commentators and everything were trying to put it over as his dad was proud of the Miz, the biggest achievement in his life.
Mhm.
I'm like, did he not win the WWE Championship in 2011 at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Did he not win 2 times after that?
I mean, no, he never touched the title again.
Oh no, sorry. He's the greatest Intercontinental champion of all time.
In his words, yes.
In my words, he's definitely up there too. He's definitely top 5, top 3.
All right.
I might argue he brought relevance back to that title after a long time.
That's fair.
The whole storyline, it was perfect.
It was accurate.
It was definitely
Next
accurate.
match.
Oh, could we talk about everybody? Shane McMahon's shooting star press off top rope to end the match.
That was impressive.
It was Evan Bourne-esque.
No, it wasn't. But
It was Ricochet-esque.
no, it wasn't. But for a 48
48
year old
years.
out of shape dad, he did us proud out there. Good God.
Also, Cesaro's swing.
Cesaro's swing is always
It lasted at least 45 seconds.
Yes, it
I
does.
was
He's just like,
I was like, yo, what about laying your head? Chip. Oh, what move was it? You're like, yo, if she lands on her head, that's gonna be crazy.
Oh, those I did. I found an appreciation for the amount of I don't know, just skill, or just not even skill, trust. Because those moves where they flip you around, they have you on your back, they're holding you up, and then they kind of twirl you around, and your head kind of goes comes so close to just hitting the mat. You gotta tuck your head. That's a lot of trust. I was like, wow, that's a lot of work.
See, and what my boys referring to is our next match in the card. the Ronda Rousey versus Sasha, the Boss Banks match. All right,
Am I the only one sick of Ronda Rousey?
maybe.
Hot
I enjoy her.
I enjoy how she's progressing in the ring,
Yeah,
but I don't enjoy her, the person.
like her character work.
She's just so bland.
I refer to like her character
She's
work.
She's white rice with no seasoning.
Oh wow.
That's a hot take right there.
Wow.
Until she gets in the ring, I'm just like, oh wow, this is why I like her.
Steve really enjoyed her theme music.
Yeah, her theme music is great.
And then I was telling a bunch about how like Ryan Pyru was like her hero and stuff, and that's why
He passed down
her
the
inspiration. Yeah, he passed down his nickname to her.
Oh yeah, her what Rowdy?
Yeah,
Rowdy Ronda
Rowdy.
Rousey. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good nickname. Solid nickname.
And then we were talking. I was like, yo, I wonder what her nickname was growing up because like I can't picture calling like a 3-year-old girl Ronda. Like
Ronda's kind of an old.
older person name.
Sorry to anyone out there named Ronda.
Like especially like my grandma. Her name's like Donna. I can't picture calling it like a 5-year-old like girl like Donna.
I can picture 5-year-old Donna. Like I don't know if Ronda and Donna are up there with like calling a kid like Beatrice or like Dolores because those are like really those are kind of like old people names. So is Gary for guys. My mother's name is Gary. That's an old person's name, and that's like a make fun of person name on like all like the commercials. They're always like Gary.
All right. So
But anyway,
after this match,
whoa. First of all, you're rushing it too much.
man,
right?
y'all took too much time with these stories.
I'm just saying, Ronda Rousey versus Sasha was a decent match. I liked it. There was good work in the ring. You saw the way she had Ronda's arm twerk back and everything.
Yeah. The fact that Ronda didn't submit her is, I think, great for her character because it shows she's not a one-trick pony like Brock Lesnar.
They're really trying to sell that move though. Piper's Pit, the one Steve was talking about, where they swing her down. Like Steve was like, "Yo, she came close to landing her head. Like that's a lot of trust." I'm like,
"Yeah, that's a lot of trust."
Yeah. Practice.
I found something telling after the match. Their little interaction.
She shelled at the floor, like 4 horsewomen.
Where they held hands and they acted like they're like, "We're cool," and then she was like, "No, we're not," and then walked away.
I pointed out. I was like, they're shaking with their left hand. It's kind of disrespectful, but I realized they both got their right arms tweaked in the match.
Yeah.
But that threw me off. I was like, shaking with your left hand. I'm like, it's crazy.
Left hand, there's an artery that leads directly to your heart.
but anyway,
what do you think comes out of this match?
I think we'll get to that.
Do you think she faces Sasha next?
No,
sorry, on Bayley next?
We'll get to that.
Okay, Tevin.
Next match,
Cryptic.
the Women's Royal Rumble. I'll give a quick synopsis. Nothing matters in the match until number 28.
Which is true.
Which is the spot Lana, who injured herself in the pre-show. I told you to remember that. She injured herself in the pre-show. She's trying to make her way to the ring. This is like a spot that takes 10 minutes too long. And you're like, oh, she's hurt. Becky Lynch comes out, starts discussing with WWE official Fit Finlay about entering the match. She enters the match. The crowd goes bananas.
Well, yeah, but she didn't enter till after Carmella, so
that's
fine.
Which was good.
Which was great.
I had to put that there for the people.
Hey, the crowd goes crazy, and at that moment, I knew she was winning the match.
Steve, what did I call after the first match of the night? What did I call?
What did you call after the first match?
After Becky lost to Asuka.
She's in the Rumble.
I don't. Oh yeah, you were like in the Rumble. Yeah, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I need Tyler here. Okay, Ty would be like, yo, Dad, you call it. I was like, yo, Becky losing right now, especially in the first match of the night. She's gonna come in for the Rumble somehow, and then she's gonna get the dub. All right. I related to how Seth Rollins lost against Randy Orton on 4 WrestleManias ago, the first match of the night, and he cashed in his Money in the Bank at the end of the night. I was like, it's kind of like that. You feel me? He's going to find his way in the match. Had to lose early in the night.
It gets down to her and Charlotte.
And Nia.
Forget Nia.
Until later.
Yeah, it's down to those
Wait,
three.
but before you get there, there are some
Oh,
good women wrestlers in that match that I want to talk about, especially a lot of faces that we're not familiar with. Like we weren't like I saw Nikki Cross the past couple times. I saw her NXT like once or twice.
Mhm.
Not huge on her. I think her wrestling's a little bland from what I've seen so far. You know, she's just playing the crazy character. You know, with the headbutts and her character's alright. It's alright. I'm glad that I saw Zelina Vega in the ring by what she did more besides that little under the ring. I thought she could from what I saw. It was good. Young Savion, the GOAT in the building. They just sign that clipboard and write that you're visiting. What's his DJ that you're visiting? Right in Iowa. Okay, these two are signed underneath me. So he's gonna sign you. Where was that? I'm trying to. Oh, I wish we saw more Zelina Vega actually wrestling. Cause I thought she was decent from when I saw her as a manager with Andrade. Like the head scissors I see, I'm like, oh, she's probably a decent wrestler if she's doing these head scissors out of nowhere. I thought she would be decent. I don't know. Curious on that. Have you seen her wrestle? Did she wrestle in NXT that much?
she did every now and again. I didn't think she was that good.
All right. Let's see. A few people from the Mae Young Classic came out.
Yeah, Io Shirai, Kairi Sane, Tony Storm. A lot of great talent.
The girl who from American Ninja Warrior, the first female to climb
I saw that happen,
wall.
and then I instantly stopped caring.
She probably had the best
What is she
save of the
doing
night.
here?
She probably had the best save of the night. The Kofi's
Kofi still had the best save.
No, he got my nerves. His thing got my nerves.
Man, that's because he does it every year. That's why.
No, it got my nerve because like his foot definitely touched the second time.
Nah.
The second time it definitely touched.
Nah. It
definitely did. It wasn't as creative or good as it was in past years. They're just trying to show it off because it's what he's known for now. It wasn't natural like it was the past times. The past times it was more natural than this. But I feel like she had the best save of the night when she climbed up the corner stanchion pole. That was pretty good. But yeah, back to the final three. Nia Jax, Charlotte, and
They
Becky.
get Nia out. Nia on the outside injures Becky. Becky with a bum leg wins the Rumble. And this is exactly what
My dude Earl. Shout out to Earl.
And this is exactly what needed to happen. Because you asked me what I thought was going to happen for WrestleMania. I think the 4 horsewomen are going to be standing in the ring at the end of the night holding titles.
Yo, what's good, Isabella? How you doing? That's my orientation, buddy. Senior match, all that good stuff. Catch you later, my homie. Yo, welcome back, DJ. Dizo, my boy Danny in the building. I trained him too. I trained him. He's a DJ because of your boy. All right. Say what's to people. Say what up.
What's up, everybody? DJ Diesel.
Yo,
I trained myself. Never did train me.
What you mean? I'll train. I was a good trainer. But yeah, Charlotte, Becky comes back in the ring, beats Charlotte, standing ovation. Everyone goes crazy. So, do you think she goes for a rematch with Asuka, or you think maybe she?
Did you miss the last thing I just said?
No, yeah, I did. When people were coming in and out, I got a little distracted.
You see, yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch it last night?
The 4 horsewomen will be standing in the ring at the end of WrestleMania. All of them having titles. Sasha and Bayley tag team titles.
Yep. Charlotte
SmackDown Women's title. Becky, Raw Women's title.
So Becky versus Ronda Rousey?
That closes the show.
Or you think Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey?
No.
You don't want to see Charlotte versus Ronda
No.
versus Rousey?
No. I don't want to see
I think Becky versus Asuka makes more sense.
No, it doesn't.
As it does. She gets revenge on Asuka, proves that she could beat her, gets the title, and then you still see the 4 horsewomen closing out the show.
Becca wants Ronda more. They've set that up from the beginning.
They did.
Ever since Becky
they had the
missed
face-off.
Survivor Series, didn't get to put a beating on Ronda. like she wanted to. This is her opportunity. All that talk about being the best, go face Ronda, who could legitimately break someone's arm. Beat her. Asuka, unimportant.
And then Becky is better than Sasha, so she can get the job done.
Well, everyone's better than Sasha at this point. But,
Snoop Dogg cousin right there. You feel me?
yeah, Snoop, get a return.
So yeah, the four horsewomen closing out the show.
That's mine.
Wait, so do you think that Sasha and Bailey win it at Elimination Chamber? Or do you think they get it?
I think
at
someone wins
WrestleMania?
it at. I think they get it at WrestleMania.
So who is gonna win in the meantime?
Honestly,
The
doesn't matter.
Iconics?
Sure. Sure. Let
Yeah,
it be the
okay.
Iconics. Doesn't even matter.
The Aussies?
Oh, I was a fan of them.
You were?
The two Australian women.
Yeah.
That were like she walks into the.
I'm waiting for.
She's waiting.
Peyton.
Yeah, she's like I'm not gonna try to do the Australian accent.
I'm waiting for.
Yeah,
Peyton.
yeah. She's waiting, and then another wrestler came pushed her into the
That
wall
was Nikki Cross.
for not getting into the ring. Yeah, there's some fun. That was pretty fun. So it's all good.
Steve, do you think that you would watch another pay-per-view with me?
Another pay-per-view. I think I'll do the same thing what I did last. He's shaking his head.
You're supposed to watch with us. I want it to be a good time.
I will do the same thing that I did last time. Peek my head in and out, and if there's something really interesting going on, I'll watch it.
You should definitely watch WrestleMania. You can skip Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber is
You
Or-
can
or-
skip
or-
like
or-
90% of the.
Elimination Chamber is a poor excuse for No Way Out. All right, so it is.
Tell them why you mad.
Yo, No Way Out being the SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view on the way to WrestleMania was what I loved. All right, because I was a SmackDown boy back in the day. All right, I like seeing Rey Mysterio out there. You know what I'm saying? Ruthless Aggression, Cena. You know what I'm saying? Undertaker,
Please,
Eddie Guerrero.
let's not speak that trash here. Let's see the trash here, please.
Yeah.
Next match.
Disrespectful right there. Next we had this match was probably the bad place on the card, and it was just I didn't care too much about it just because.
It was after Becky won the Rumble.
Yeah, so you can't throw it in there right there.
It was a good match.
It's probably because
It was a good match. But honestly, yeah, there wasn't much to really care about here.
let's say you had AJ versus Daniel Bryan. It
You
is
know
what
they're
it
both
is.
going to put on a solid match. And you know what? That's what they did. I liked the interference at the end of the match by Rowan.
Do you think Daniel Bryan's becoming the new Bray? That's what's gonna happen.
Some form of that. I don't know. Something like that.
So do you think maybe they rematch at Elimination Chamber?
Who?
AJ and Daniel Bryan, and then
No.
Luke comes out.
I think AJ earns an opportunity to face him at WrestleMania. But I don't think they face off again at Elimination Chamber. That'd just be pointless.
I think at some point AJ was sound back though at some point because WWE needs to pull all the stuff to make sure he doesn't go over to AEW. We all know that.
Man, they're not worried.
Huh?
They're not worried.
Yes, they are, bro. WWE has said that they're gonna double everyone's contract on spot. If they sign on spot, they're gonna double their contract just so they'll leave to AEW.
Yeah, but that's not them being worried.
That's them being worried.
No, that's them
Also,
flexing
bro,
because they can.
Also, that they're paying their non-wrestler workers 50% more now. They're increasing their salary 50% more.
Do you hear what that is? That's flexing.
And so they don't leave to AEW.
Once again, that's just flexing.
You think AEW could be a true force though?
No. It's going to do what TNA did, except actually be good.
Honestly, TNA had potential, and then they did what WCW they brought in too much old talent.
It was Taylor that was just out there.
Oh, Teox? Yeah, that's the homie. But they brought in too much old talent. That's what ruined TNA. Because I watched TNA back in 2006.
Well, also, TNA just became trash. That's
And also, it switched companies too much. It's a whole other story. We'll discuss that some other time.
all right.
Maybe, probably not.
Next match.
Oh, this was Steve's favorite. This was Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor.
This one had me, and I was invested in this one. I was rooting for the hero.
Give us the breakdown,
The
Steve.
real underdog. Okay, so we got Brock and we got the crazy. His name is
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor. So all right, Finn. For those those of you listening that don't know, I know you're out there. Finn is
What's
this.
happening here?
Finn is like this lean, like this lean dude, like he's not built crazy like Brock, but he's like mad crazy athletic, and he's just like he's doing flips and stuff from like all the ropes, and like he's trying to like grapple, he's trying to like finesse like speed like
There you
his
go.
way with this
Okay.
guy, and Brock is just this mountain of a man who's just beating up on him every time, and like it was real hard fight, but at the end Brock beat him, and then he was a jerk about it. And then after my poor guy Finn was on the ground, and the ref said the match was over, Brock didn't care because he's the bad guy.
What's the key word for
he's
bad
the
guy?
villain. What? Oh, keyword for bad guy?
Yeah,
What's
wrestling.
I have no idea.
Oh, it's the heel.
He's the what?
Heel.
He's a heel.
He's a heel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a mean heel. He picked Finn up when he was ruled knocked out and just threw him around the ring 3 times, yelled a bunch of things, and then walked out. And then that was the synopsis of the match.
I'm not gonna lie, he gave a better breakdown than JBL ever could.
Oh, all right. Let me just stop.
Did you not give a better breakdown than JBL ever could?
His breakdown was too long. let me simplify it.
My turn.
Oh, good.
My turn.
I'm gonna be waiting 20 more minutes.
My turn. Okay. Finn Balor came out. Brock Lesnar came out. Finn Balor controlled most of the match. Ran Brock Lesnar into the corner table. Took control of that. Gave him more offense. And then Brock got lucky. Caught a quick Kimura. Tap out. Broke his arm.
You see, still too long.
All right, how's your
The
cigar?
match was a foregone conclusion. Brock Lesnar is never losing. Done. Goodbye. Next match.
First of all, you gotta tell more of the story part. You left out the story.
The story is
Finn Balor
David versus
was this.
Goliath,
it was-
except Goliath killed David.
No. Finn Balor was this close. We all can't see on the radio. He was this close, all right? Mere 7 years away to being Brock Lesnar. He controlled the whole match, Finn Balor. And then he went for, he did a coup de grace. Well, what came after that, though?
The Kimura.
No, right.
After the coup de
Well,
grace.
during the pin attempt, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was during the pin attempt. Then Brock was like,
And then?
boom, the Kimura. And then Brock won. But then Brock realized this guy just came so close to beating me that he's like, I gotta put him out of his misery. Put him in there for like some German suplexes, took him to Suplex City, B word, all right? That's how Paul Heyman says it.
Next match.
Oh, I got a video from my homegirls, Alyssa. She probably out there somewhere, listen to the boy. What was that? Men's Royal Rumble?
Yep.
Which was won by Seth freaking Rollins.
Once again, another match where you kind of at every point knew how it was going to it was either going to be him, McIntyre, or Braun Strowman or Joe. Joe got out first, then McIntyre. So then, at that point, you're like, oh, it's going to be between 2 guys.
You see, the whole time, I forgot that R-Truth was the 30th person. I forgot the whole mixed match challenge
Oh,
thing.
God.
I remember Carmella, but I forgot all about R-Truth. I was
I
like,
knew they were going to do him dirty.
no, but I forgot that he was the 30th person. I'm like, yo, this 30th person is about to be Velveteen Dream. Watch he's about to come out here, great stand ovation. He's probably not gonna win, but it's gonna be a good thing. He's come out tomorrow on Raw or Tuesday on SmackDown. And I was like, oh, R-Truth, I forgot all about it. Crap, I got mad. But I really want to see Velveteen Dream in that match.
Next year.
He's ready. He's ready to come up, bro.
He's not ready.
Velveteen's not ready.
He's not ready.
He puts on match after match that are 4 or 5 stars.
They're not 4-star matches. Relax. He's not ready.
Yes, he is. His mic work is great. His in-ring work is great.
Has he won a
His
title?
character is great.
Has he won a title?
You don't have to win a title to leave NXT.
Stop.
That's usually what happens.
God.
That's usually what happens.
This is what I hate.
Well,
Every time I show up here, we get off track. And we're going to get off track this one time because I'm about to put you in your place.
Velveteen Dream, all right, who should have won that dumb NXT contest. Should have done it. All right?
Yep. All right.
But then, R-Truth and then Nia Jax came out. And I'm not going to lie. I was like, Warto. It's kind of like the China thing, you know what I'm saying?
It was stupid.
But then all the guys are like, can't hit her. She's a woman. I'm like, bro, she stepped in the ring like a man. You can hit her like a man. Like that's. I'm like, bro, I'm like, yo, she hit y'all in the ring. She threw her the ropes. I'm like, you can hit her. It's WWE. You can hit her. She's a wrestler. The Women's Revolution. All right, you can super kick her.
All right,
You
that
can
was a
throw-
hot take right there.
It's not a hot take. That's true. That's facts though.
The steam is rising
That's facts
from this
though.
room.
Is that not facts though?
It
She came in the ring. She said, "Hit me," and and they're hesitant. And then she ran into like 4 guys. She threw them out the ring. She gave like 4 more of them some. What did she do? She did the small drop thing.
She's throwing dudes out the ring.
She called a super kick to the face. She called RKO and 619.
Fine.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. And then they threw her out.
Nothing wrong with that.
You what? You go walk in there like Big Show? You go get treated like Big Show?
Damn. I can't even say no. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Say something, Tommy. Say something, Danny. Am I wrong or am I right?
I mean, that's pretty much equality, right?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Danny boy.
I mean, that's the definition, right?
That's pretty much equality. Thank you. If she were to win the match, what's she gonna do? She gonna challenge the other woman person that WrestleMania, or she gonna challenge Brock Lesnar, or she gonna challenge Daniel Bryan? If she won that match, what happens? It was the men's Royal Rumble. What's gonna happen? She have to challenge one of the guys, or she get the? It says champion of your choice.
Yeah, she could challenge anyone, I guess.
What would happen if, booking wise, she were to win that match?
I'd be very confused.
I'd be mad.
But also, did they need the spot? No. But was it funny to see R-Truth get beat up and not enter the match? You're darn right it was.
But also, this sets a precedent for the future that, I mean, they've done it in the past, but this time they do it so much that if you just beat someone up on their way to the ring, you can take your spot in the Royal Rumble. Look like logic wise.
Can a fan do that?
No.
No. A fan will get beat up. Fans have tried.
Yo, also,
It never ends well.
did you see the Bobby Lashley botch? Do you think it was a botch? Or you think that was supposed to happen?
It was botched.
When he
Right.
fell into the ring?
No, that was Tyson. That was Tyson O'Neil. No,
I'm just back out.
that was earlier last year in the Greatest Royal Rumble, and then this time he went underneath to go chase. Who was it?
He went to go chase Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah. And Jimmy was like, look at her, replay slow motion.
Can I just state how useless JBL and King were?
It was. And there's also like 5 people on commentary. That was
Yeah, I
stupid.
thought that was stupid. King was just making random statements. And you're just like, what are you even talking about?
Why are you even here?
Senile old man.
Why do you even see? Honestly, they should go back to the 2-person commentary tables. Or do you like the 3? The 3,
No, I prefer to.
the 3 is decent if it's done right.
Yeah, if it's done right.
Kind of like down at NXT, where Ronaldo called the play-by-play.
like it.
And it's done right down there. Like, see, Michael Cole's a great commentator, but listen, they put him in this role to where he can't show his true talent anymore. He's just,
Yeah, talent?
yeah. He honestly called good matches over in SmackDown.
I can't name one.
He did a great job over in SmackDown.
I
I
don't
think.
recall.
When it was Michael Cole and Taz.
No, I
And then
remember. I remember Taz carrying the group. That's what I remember. Shoot.
I thought it was good. Oh well, but agree, disagree. But
What would you rate the pay-per-view at this point?
7 out of 10.
Yeah, that's about what I got.
It's
A
slightly above
Fair
average.
C.
Slightly. I mean, no, that's like a B minus.
No, it's a 7 out of 10. Do you know how math works?
70.
I think you got to check your G. check your
What's your GPA, my guy?
I mean, in Canada,
It can't.
Oh,
Canadian
yeah.
scale.
What is C plus? This 70?
No, just a C.
Oh.
A 70 is a C.
I give it a 75.
What?
I give it
Okay, to even it out back to a 70, I'll give it a 65. Because that's actually how I feel about the pay-per-view.
I just feel it was good. It was just too long, and there was some unnecessary matches.
It was too long.
I feel like what match can you just left out and it would be a better pay per view? I think you could just left out the AJ and Daniel Bryan one.
No, because that's a championship match. You can't do that.
Every
I'd
other
say
match
I
was
could-
championship.
Uh-huh.
So every other match was championship. But you could have maybe left out the Miz, the tag team match.
No, you could have just left out the pre-show.
Well, I started at 7 o'clock. I still thought it was long.
No, but like, have it start at 6 and actually just end at 11. So it's still long.
And also, they don't even wrestle for that first hour of the pre-show. They just talk. It's stupid. Sorry, I got a little YouTube notification by my boy DKM. Very underrated YouTuber. You guys check him out.
Hey, don't forget to play your PS.
What's his content?
He does sports, mostly basketball. But yeah, here's a little, 107.7 WFCS Super Hard for the Edge. And get you one of these real quick.
Real quick.
Missed a
We're talking
mortgage
for
payment,
41
but
minutes.
now
Real
I'm turning
quick.
things around.
I was gonna try to do, looking at this, I was gonna try to do
Y'all
half hour,
Y'all just
45 minutes.
Y'all had to go off on a tangent.
I was gonna try to do half hour, 45 minutes, 15. That's what I was gonna try to do.
But I'm getting prepared
By
for
that stuff.
future goals.
You're doing right. You just had to tell your story.
Reach your financial goals. Visit samican.org.
And we are back here at Balls to the Wall here at
Yeah, we
107.7 WFC Super Edge for some promotions. You know what I'm saying? Are any of these up to date though? I don't think they're up to date, but we'll look and see. And is anybody here part of some clubs that you want to promote? That would count as a promo. Tevin, you have any concerts coming up?
Not till the end of April, beginning of May, but shout out to the Acapella Society.
Tell me something.
Mid-year auditions are coming up for each group.
What day? You have any dates yet?
The VC's mid-year auditions are February 6th, and the callback is February 9th. Email us at ccsu2vc@gmail.com.
Thank you very much. Also, currently right now, it might have ended. Did the OL thing end already?
Oh yeah, that's done.
Well, when there's some more info sessions, do you know when some more info sessions are?
Wednesday and then Friday.
Wednesday and Friday, if you're interested in becoming an OL, this will be orientation leader info sessions here in the Student Center. There's posters around, so definitely give that a check out. Let's see, Steve, do you have any clubs that you're part of?
Perfect.
Also, this Wednesday, 7:30, they're having a comedian come in. Remember the comedian is? These are some bad promos right now. This Friday, this Friday, 7 o'clock, Winter Formal. Yeah, I know that one, Winter Formal, 7 o'clock, here at CCSU Alumni Hall this Friday.
When your radio man ain't up to date.
No, because we have no up-to-date PSAs or promos right now.
I would
Because the semester just started.
shout out, but even Can doesn't have a post of it on their IG, so
I could. I'm a nene. Okay, so let's move on to our football talk. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Talk.
All right.
Shout out to my listeners out there all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Or all over the state, or even all over the campus. Let's see. Oh, my boy Vic. Shout out to Vic. He wants to talk about wrestling with us sometime. He said the Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar match was lit. Shout out to you, my brother.
That's right.
Shout out to my mom. She said proud mom moment. Shout out to Mama Dukes. You know what I'm saying? Lorenzo Neal. Connecticut rapper. Check him out. He's pretty on SoundCloud. Can't hit the boy. What? Why you looking at me like that?
It's like you said SoundCloud. My mind just stopped.
check his SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? That's up and coming right there. You
No,
know what I mean? Even I got a SoundCloud with some content on it.
I'm good. Get me on Spotify.
All right, so we're moving on to NFL, also known as the No Fun League.
Wow.
No, it's fun
No,
now.
I know, I
They
know,
celebrate
I know,
now. They
I know,
celebrate
I know,
now.
I know. I know.
It's just it's
I
their
got you.
history right
We'll
there.
get to it.
Yeah. We'll start with AB and the Steelers. Antonio Brown. For y'all that follow the game, I think he's out of there. I think he's going to the 49ers.
BS.
I don't know about that, but he's definitely going somewhere.
You know what are the Steelers doing right now, bro? They let Bell slip through their fingers. I don't let Brown.
They didn't know Bell slipped nowhere. They didn't want to pay that man his money.
Yeah, the money he deserved.
Accurate. He did deserve it.
Whoa. The Steelers are any running back that you put in that Steelers backfield produces. Doesn't matter if it was D'Angelo Williams. Didn't matter if it was James Conner. I don't know what it is. They're just finding these guys, but pay a lot of money to pay a running back.
What do you mean?
I'm not saying nothing like that. Le'Veon Bell's probably one of the best running backs in the NFL. But
Someone please pull up Le'Veon Bell.
I understand why they didn't want to give him the money, and then he kind of just lost the locker room. You had the old linemen saying they don't want him there. He's here. And so that's a mess. And just from Antonio Brown's perspective, Big Ben is getting up there, not doing as well. AB kind of sees the writing on the wall, and I think he wants out. And he's got the superstar potential to say that he wants out.
Yeah, go ahead,
So
Tim.
I'm about to get shouted at right now.
Great.
Your turn, Tom.
So let's go to your first statement
Sure.
about any running back can produce. You know, I agree. Any running back can produce. No running back can produce like he did. He's 26 years old. So that means if you signed him to a 4-year contract, he's still in his prime for at least another 2 years after that contract. So you're telling me
Running backs that sneak at 30, man. He wanted more. He wanted a long-term contract.
he was the second best receiver on the team, the number one rusher on the team. What do you're saying he didn't deserve
I
his
had
money?
James Conner in fantasy, man. James Conner filled that role perfectly.
Did-
Le'Veon Bell's
did he now?
a better running back. Le'Veon Bell's a better running back. I'm not
So
trying
what
to
are we
say
talking
that.
about here?
I'm just saying from Antonio. Okay, we're talking about Antonio Brown. From Antonio Brown's perspective,
Mhm.
everything is a mess.
Mhm.
All right, Le'Veon Bell is gone. Big Ben is getting older.
Mhm.
He might have one more year left in the league. If that, I'm not sure what his current stance is.
Mhm.
But Antonio Brown has the superstar power to say, I want out. I don't want to play for you guys anymore. Teams come in, trade for me. And so I'm sure he's going to go somewhere. Where he goes, who knows? Jerry Rice is pulling for him to go to the 49ers. That's a potential landing spot.
You got a quarterback who will get you the ball over there. I'm not saying he's fantastic, but he definitely get you the ball.
Talking about Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy G.
Man, we don't know what Jimmy G is. He played like 3 games.
He played pretty good those 3 games.
No, he didn't. Stop it. He was okay. He was average at best. Stop it. But guys, okay, Antonio Brown, yeah, he's gonna go somewhere. But Antonio Brown is an issue. Antonio Brown is one of the Steelers' issues because Antonio Brown is a prima donna.
So are many wide receivers.
Yeah, which is the problem. Some of them.
What's the problem? That's the problem.
You know, Antonio Brown has all the stats. He's going to go into the Hall without question. But he's not a leader. He's a detriment to your locker room.
At what point?
What he's done. He's too darn sensitive.
At what point does production not cover your prima donnas?
I don't know.
How did the Steelers do? What was their record? Not playoffs?
Yeah, they didn't get
That's
to the playoffs.
That's the point. I think that's the point.
Yeah.
And
That's
Antonio
a big
Brown
problem.
did not play, and he wasn't even dressed in any Steelers gear. He was wearing a mink on the sideline left at halftime. That says everything you need to know.
Nah.
Get rid of your man. Honestly, you should have said, you know what, Le'Veon, you're right. On the last day we can sign you, we're going to give you all the money you want. Because at the end of the season, we're trading Antonio Brown.
Well, we know Le'Veon Bell's gone.
Oh, he's definitely gone.
Antonio Brown looks like the writing on the wall. Big Ben gone, so the That was like the
Is
big
Big
three of
Ben
the
gone yet?
offense.
No,
He's gonna be up. He's gonna be out soon.
I mean, he's gonna.
let me look.
It's the offseason, so he's probably gonna say, "Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna retire."
He's gonna contemplate.
And then he's gonna
retirement.
stay, and then we're gonna wonder, wow, why did we do this another offseason when we're trying to figure out if this man wants to retire or not?
Yeah, and
I mean, other big names. Do you think there's any other big names around the league that would be joining a new team this coming season?
we'll have to really.
Nick Foles.
Oh, Foles. Yeah, no, that is a good one.
I mean,
Oh, Flacco too. If you want to talk about quarterbacks,
no one cares about Flacco.
Foles-
Stop right there.
People will care about Flacco.
Stop it. Flacco's a backup.
I enjoy Flacco. I don't care about him.
You don't let Flacco start for your team. He's a backup now. He's a quarterback with a bad back. That's a recipe for disaster.
I mean, I don't know. The Baltimore Ravens, their issue was when they paid Joe Flacco like one of the highest contracts in NFL history.
They had to.
Everyone the
They
Super
had no
Bowl.
choice.
Because he won the Super Bowl,
No, because that's what the market calls for.
right? Did it negatively affect the team though? Was he worth all that money?
No, he wasn't worth all that money.
I was
Yes, it did
thinking
negatively
really negatively affect him like that.
I would. The defense hasn't been that great.
Defense was whoa.
No, but also their
whoa,
defense got old.
Defense was fine.
Their star players got old.
So if you have no money to get new ones,
No, but they're still paying their old stars. Though.
that's why you get them out.
They didn't get them out. That's not their fault. I mean, that's not Joe's fault. He got his money.
Now, I'm not blaming Joe, but to say his contract is an issue would just be a huge oversight.
Listen. The guy, he was in a contract year. The year he won the Super Bowl, they asked if he wanted to get it done prior to the playoffs or prior to the Super Bowl, and he said no. He gambled on himself and this team, and you know what? Whatever. Good for him. He won the Super Bowl, won the MVP, got paid a huge contract, and then the team just hasn't been the same since. By the way, the Baltimore Ravens defense was ranked number 1. Their defense is fine.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, so their offense must have just.
Yo, our Ty, Chris, and Sean, are they all listening to the show?
They are listening. I get text messages every now and again.
Are they liking the show so far? Any questions?
They
or
are.
comments?
Chris said an obscenity, and then Joe Flacco.
How everyone feels about Joe Flacco.
And what else? Sean was. I was gonna fact check you on the Ravens defense. Sean beat me to it, and then I checked it up. Yeah, that's about it. Le'Veon Bell's 26. Also,
Called it. Told you. Told you it was 26.
I think a big name that it was definitely Nick Foles that we could look at.
Where
do you think that's the question.
I'm thinking
Steelers.
I'm thinking Jacksonville. Potentially the Redskins because Alex Smith
It's
might
not been
never
necessary.
play again. That's a real.
And they got Josh Johnson. They'll be fine. Mediocre at best, but they'll be fine. They're used to mediocrity.
Jacksonville is a team that thinks that all they need is a quarterback.
Yeah, we realized this season they need more than just a quarterback. Blake Bortles was definite trash, straight garbage. But goodness, that defense was not looking great at times. Very questionable.
But yeah, so the whole playoffs thing, like the Eagles are definitely going with Wentz. They're like Wentz is our guy.
Which he is.
How do you feel about that? As
As an Eagles fan, I feel like it's the right decision. I'm grateful for Nick Foles. I will never hate him in Philly. Always gonna love him. He has free chili cheesesteaks Philly cheesesteaks on us all the time. Let's see. No, like he definitely deserves a statue out front.
Whoa, wait a minute. Stop.
I'm just saying the quarterback who gets you your first official Super Bowl in history, he deserves a statue.
What?
A man who went toe to toe with Tom Brady and the team came out on top.
One more time. You just said Nick Foles deserves a statue.
Yes.
When does a backup get the statue?
When does a fictional boxer get a statue? All right. When does a fictional boxer get a statue?
When the movie's amazing.
yes. Thank you.
Nick Foles' Super Bowl performance was amazing. All right. So was Brady's, but he just couldn't pull it off. All respect to the GOAT, but just saying.
Respect to Brady. Brady set the
But anyway,
over 500.
You know,
Nick Foles, he was a dude, especially this postseason as well. I wish they could have pulled it out. There was just one drop pass that could have changed everything, but
One
it's okay.
Sean.
INT.
No, sorry, drop pass. It was an INT.
It was an INT.
It was on the money.
Did you see the play? The ball goes
Whoa!
through Alshon
What did
Jeffrey.
they call on the field?
The ball goes through Alshon Jeffrey's
And then
hands.
went into whose hands?
And then it's a pick.
And
Then
then-
a beat.
I don't blame Nick
please.
Foles at all for that pass because that was a perfect.
No,
throw.
it was a great pass.
It was a perfect throw.
Alshon just didn't
It
catch it.
just
Thank God for the pick.
it just went through. Also, Alshon, I don't hate you as an Eagles fan. I don't hate you. Just know we had a chance before and after your mishap. So I don't blame
Did
you.
you?
Yeah, we definitely had the defense. All we needed was one more defensive stand, and we had it. We just couldn't stop him one play. But as Eagles fan, I don't hate you, Alshon. Nick Foles, I wish you the best. I hope you get your money somewhere. Carson Wentz is the guy riding with you. We have a good backup in Nate Sheffield, who he's on Nick Foles, but he's not like a slacking. Like he's definitely a good backup.
You're going to cry next year if like Wentz just like throws like 13 touchdowns to like 20 interceptions, and everyone's like, "Where's Foles?"
As long as we reach the playoffs, the season is a success for me. All right, I'm not hard to please. All right, all I ask is make the playoffs. All right, don't be on Hard Knocks because we're not no Hard Knocks team.
Yeah, he'll make the playoffs. I don't know what he'll do after that. He'll make the playoffs.
I'm just saying. All I ask is you make the playoffs. You finish better than the Cowboys. That's all I ask for. You better than the Giants. Redskins, I don't really hate them, but I hate the Giants
You know-
and the Cowboys. That's it.
Speaking of the Giants, that's a place Nick Foles could go.
He can make it work
He
in New
could.
York. Oh, I bet he would like playing Philly twice a year.
I mean, and also he would. I mean, Philly could just. The Giants could just hold him ransom. Honestly, like, hey, yeah, we want Nick Foles. All right. The Eagles say, all right, what are you gonna give us? Because that's a division rival. You're gonna upcharge.
No, but
Nice little-
but wasn't Nick's contract only 1 year? Isn't he back to being a free agent?
That was a 2-year.
I got you.
Yeah, look it up.
Yeah, look that up for him, brother. Well, while he looks that up, Pro Bowl or Troll Bowl?
Troll. 'Cause
Did you watch the Pro Bowl,
Troll.
dude?
I did.
All right. What you say, Steve? You say Troll or Pro?
I say this year, Troll Bowl for sure. It was a Troll Bowl.
Danny, what do you say?
I said trouble.
It's 2 votes for Troll Bowl. What do you say, Devin?
Troll.
Tio, did you watch it? All right, Devin says Troll too. All right, we're 4. We swept it.
Can
All
I-
right,
can I
4-0.
explain-
That's a
Can I
sweep.
explain why it was a Troll Bowl? Is
Yeah.
that allowed?
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, you know the NFC just chose not to. Okay, the thing with the Pro Bowl is that you end up not getting a lot of the superstars because none of the superstars want to go there. Aaron Rodgers is one of them who just chooses not to go to the Pro Bowl every year, which is kind of lame. But that is such like that's a whole mentality that so many of the superstars have. And then you go there, and even the athletes that are there, you could tell the NFC side didn't care, didn't want to be there. AFC, they were kind of, they were hyping it up, like they were out there.
And also, you had like the
slinging
worst
it.
coach in the NFC coaching the team.
Garrett.
Yeah. How do you put up only 7 points in an All-Star game?
They
But-
were running it
But
too much.
by the way, shout out to my boy Marcus. He calls all the goats. Shout out Marcus Andrews Joyner. Shout out to my boy Tyler Wren. He said Mellow Bulls legend. Yeah, I believe that's what he said. Mellow, Bulls legend. That's what Tyler Wren said. He said that Mellow is a Bulls legend. There.
I feel like the way to make the Pro Bowl game better is if they passed it like 60, 70 times during the game. Because the running, like they're hitting it off to like their fullback and like they're powering in there. And I'm like, man, like these guys do not want to lower shoulders, get like their heads in there. Because like there's nothing, that like, there's like $60,000 if you win it. And then like if you won, you could donate $10,000 to like your high school. But like just pass it and just turn it into like a total skills type
Backyard game.
backyard game. Exactly, where you're not, you're not like bringing those contacts to each other because it's not even football. Like those
Yeah.
running plays, like Jason, like calling the running plays, and like it's cool to see Ezekiel Elliott and Saquon Barkley, lined up in the
around a
backfield
little bit,
together
yeah.
and stuff like that. But like it's like like the whistle's blown immediately because you can't have that contact. So, my opinion, throw it 100 times a game. Why not? It'll probably be more exciting.
An option that I have. Well, first of all, before I get to my option, Jason Garrett should not be coaching a Pro Bowl game. Just so you know, he should not be coaching that. The first. Well, also, wait. What was he ranked like as terms of seeding for teams? What were the Cowboys?
We're a wild card team, if I recall,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
why not the highest seeded coach that's not in the Super Bowl?
Because Sean Payton was busy.
I'm saying Sean Payton should have been in charge of that, or even
Sean
another,
Payton won.
or even the third ring. I'm just saying, there's no way that Gary should have been there. Well, anyways, so to my point, that I think a good way to have a Pro Bowl game is maybe split it in two, like you do the 7-on-7 like passing stuff with the skill players, and then just let the linemen have their own game. All right, you let the linemen go out there, run 7-7. You feel me? Let them pass the ball around, throw the ball. I would watch linemen play wide receiver football.
I'm with it. Did anyone see any of the skills challenges?
I watched the quarterback one a
I
little bit.
watched one or two.
I watched did they do dodgeball again this year?
They
I
did.
did.
I didn't watch that. All I watched was the
The precision. Do you see their non-quarterback?
yeah. I thought that was a good twist. I like that.
So the way the precision passing goes, for those that don't know, is that you have your quarterbacks that made the Pro Bowl, and they're hitting targets from a bunch of different distances. And then they had two players, or they had one player from each conference as a non-quarterback participant.
A wide receiver and a DB.
Yeah, the AFC chose Von Miller as the non-quarterback linebacker for the Broncos. He was throwing ducks all over the place. And then they had Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen put up more points than Andrew Luck. And that was interesting. NFC destroyed that one.
What other contests do they have?
They have dodgeball, and then I think they had the 40 to I don't know. Who cares about the Pro Bowl?
I was waiting for someone to say the key words.
Who cares about their whole All-Star weekend? It's trash.
You see,
If I'm a kid, I think it's cool. Because if you look in, like, there are kids
Yeah,
there.
there are
Like,
kids.
get kids into football. Like, it's
And also, their All-Star game, it was raining. What? Your All-Star game should definitely be indoors.
I don't know about all
I chose Orlando. Well, it was in Florida. They tried to make it like
Yeah,
a
they tried
sunny,
to
like
make
a
it
nice
nice.
weather.
But it was
Yeah.
raining.
It's alright. I think.
That's caused some more injury.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like the only way to get people to really take the Pro Bowl seriously is if they change the date when it happens. One. Don't let it happen at the end of the season, in the middle of the season.
No, because players weren't playing it.
Boom. Give them 2 weeks off. And you actually make it, important to actually win the Pro Bowl. Because there's really no reason to play the Pro Bowl.
But also, what would be like the main compensation, like the main war? Because the Super Bowls aren't playing out to be in the city for like the next 5 years out.
Maybe you play for who gets to choose the jersey in the Super Bowl. Because right now it alternates. Just a proposal. It alternates every year who gets to go
Something.
in home low. So like they fight for who gets to wear their home colors.
Or who gets the ball first? I don't know. Something. Do something different.
You're listening to 107.7 WFCS. We're off the edge. This
Are you okay?
Balls to the wall. Hosted by DJD
You
and
broke.
the boys.
Also, just an update. If Foles and the team agree to stay, like they can jointly, they're like, Foles is like, yeah, like I want to stay here. Philly's like, yeah, we want you. They have to pay him $20 million. But there's no reason for Nick Foles to stay.
$20 million backup.
That's too high of a price for me.
Well, what's Carson's
He'll
current
walk.
contract?
He'll walk. Nick Foles will walk.
A rookie contract?
Oh yeah, Carson still has rookie contract. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, so Nick Foles might have been making more than.
Oh, he's
Once.
definitely making
No,
more.
so even wait, is this gonna be Carson's last year of his rookie contract?
I believe so.
So I mean, I mean, you can shout the money for one more season.
They won't. Oh, first of all, Nick
Stop.
Foles. Nick Foles is just gonna walk
That's a
into free
horrible idea.
agency.
No, but I'm just saying, if Carson has
No.
no money coming his way, just shout this one last year to Foles.
Foles isn't gonna take it.
Also, you want
just
your
walking.
starting quarterback to the man starting to win you games to make less money than your backup.
Well, he's signed his rookie contract, and then shout and then give him his money next season.
Does it make sense to pay a backup $20 million when you have?
When that backup has played the postseason for the past 2 years?
I'm not trying to hear that mess. Be quiet.
We have a shout out from my guy Tyler.
What's good, Ty?
He said they should have the reward with like large charitable donations. Like they should make the Pro Bowl about charity more than anything else.
I like that.
Which would be interesting. And like
Shout out to
does that.
Ian. You're the boy, Ian. Shout out to you.
NFL does it with like My Cause, My Cleats, stuff like that, Crucial Catch, like breast cancer awareness and stuff like that. So you could turn it into that too. Make it more.
Maybe make it flag football, maybe. They honestly should make it flag football at this point. Like this, it's a little touch. Okay, I'll fall this time, but next time I might just keep running. That's what it was. Like, okay, you touch me, I'll fall, but this next time, I'll try to highlight play. I'll just keep running.
But if it's like, if it's like third and whatever, it's like, I'm not going out of bounds. Like, I'm gonna try to get the first down.
It's like history flag,
So.
and just let the linemen chill, okay? Like as a defensive lineman in that game, you
Boring.
can't you can't do anything without looking like a complete jack. All right.
That's why the game is stupid.
Like if you're a defensive lineman, you look like a jackhole. All right. If you go in there trying to tackle the quarterback in a Pro Bowl game, you're out there for nothing. Am I right or am I wrong? Thank you, Taya. Thank you.
We have followers saying that they would enjoy a flag football game, and also a recommendation of maybe throwing in stars from years past, like throwing in like Jerry Rice or something like that on the field, or like Deion Sanders, just like for fun.
Yeah, maybe for the
And then if
skills
you make it about
challenges.
charity and stuff like that, it's different.
Yeah,
It'd be
I
better than it
think.
is now.
Or just have no Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I mean, you can have all protein like they do now. You
The
can,
all pros matter. That's what really matters, because the Pro Bowl, they hand it out to alternates. So like Mitch Trubisky, he's an alternate for. I know Aaron Rodgers didn't show up, but like now, like if you go down like the alternate list, it's like, oh, like I'm a Pro Bowler, but I'm like
You're
are you,
not,
buddy?
Like you're not. Like nobody wanted to go, so then you got the invite.
and then also I think the NBA has the best All-Star weekend of all sports. But also I don't watch hockey, so they might have a good All-Star weekend. I saw a highlight. It looked pretty interesting. They're doing like puck control and picking up and put through the target and whatnot. Yeah, that's interesting. So if I follow hockey and watch that, it might be good. But I think out of like the three major ones, basketball, baseball, and football, I think basketball is the best All-Star activities.
It's baseball. It's still baseball.
Oh, yeah. Also, their All-Star game gives home field advantage to the World
Exactly.
Series. I think the NBA should do that too. They get home court advantage in the finals. Because think about it, you're both the first seed in your respective conferences. Most of the time,
Not most of the time.
Cavs versus
A fair amount of
Cavs versus Golden State.
most of the time now, but not before. There's more.
First, second seed. Well, anyways, you both made it out of your conference. You made it to the finals. All right. During the season, you guys only played each other twice. So I mean, there's not much room to say who's better, especially if you split the series. So I think the All-Star game. Well, now it's interconference. It's not conference versus conference. They're intertwined now. But back when it was East versus West, they showed if you wanted to add more defense or trying hard to the All-Star game, you could have made it the winning conference gets home field. They get home field advantage in the playoffs. So they get the 4 games at home instead of 3.
Shout out to from Chris for some love for the baseball All-Star game, because baseball I think is his favorite sport.
Shout out to my boy Chris. Yo, Steve, let the folks know where our people are tuning in from today. We have people tuning in from Central Connecticut State University. We have people tuning in from Waterbury, Connecticut. We have people tuning in from Watertown.
We got people from Assumption College, Bryant University as well. We got a few different schools, man.
UConn's
We got
listening.
multiple people,
We have people from Pennsylvania.
multiple universities, if you will.
I'll say we got a lot of people listening to the show right
Yeah,
now.
man. You're a popular
Let
guy.
your people know. Let all y'all out there watching on Facebook Live next week or even during the week. Share this video on your Facebook, and then so your friends will watch it, and then we'll build it up. You know what I'm saying? We're in season 4 right now. Season 4. This is episode 1, season 4. Let them know this is the place to be, especially if you're on campus. Feel me? Oh, we'll wait for Tevin again here to all our Super Bowl predictions.
I think he's trying to get him down.
No.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Okay. So,
We'll wait for Tevin, but Super Bowl predictions is gonna be a good talk.
all right. So, in the meantime,
Did they have any more questions in the
now
group?
he's getting it. Any more shout outs or questions or topics from any of you guys?
But before
We can sneak them in.
we move on to the Super Bowl predictions, there is a song that I'm intrigued to listen to when I get out of here. It's Lil Ak featuring DJ Academics.
Oh,
Chug Jug.
Can you stop? Can you stop being the troll right now? Get on with
It's
the
on my
show.
Facebook.
No.
It's on my Facebook recommended.
Oh, what's that? All right, guys. Yo, what's good? NFL Super Bowl predictions.
Well, we'll go down the road. Steve, oh yeah, you'll go last because you have big reasoning for yours that you want to talk
yes.
about.
Wow. Okay.
I'll go with. I'm rooting for the Rams, but I won't be surprised if the Patriots win. But my pick, I'm going 55% in on the Rams. How about you, Tevin?
I don't want to root for the Pats, but after the travesty I witnessed against New Orleans by the refs, I really don't want the Rams to win. So as much as I hate Tom Brady, I want the GOAT has to win. Another ring for the GOAT.
Minty Potatoes. You got 6 rings.
He's gonna do the snap. It's over.
He's getting rid of half the league.
Um,
Steve, what are you thinking? You got a prediction pick?
remember,
No. Yeah, pick. Oh, Steve, I know you got a pick. What's your pick?
man.
Also, I asked the boys, Steve, Ty, Chris, all y'all, Sean, listen, and
Send in the picks.
send in your picks.
Send in the picks.
The Birdies picks.
Okay. My thing with the Super Bowl, I think out of all the teams in the NFL, the Rams are actually the best equipped to deal with the Patriots. Which is why I'm not glad that the Saints lost that game because of the no call. But I feel like the Rams are more equipped to deal with the Patriots because I feel like they have the defensive front to really to potentially attack Tom Brady. Tom Brady hasn't been sacked yet in the playoffs. He's been hit, hasn't been sacked. So we need to kind of punch through here.
Yeah, punch him in the face, punch him in the mouth. There you go.
Sean McVay, the young genius and everything. But with that being said, every year I pick the Patriots in the Super Bowl because they're the Patriots. I never quite know who's going to win, but young head coach, young quarterback.
True.
Obvious strengths in the run game.
True.
I hate to say it, but I gotta go with Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots. I think they're going to force Jared Goff to throw the ball a bunch of times. I think they're not going to let them run it. They're going to challenge that young quarterback. And I feel like if he's in a shooting match with Tom Brady, and it comes down to who can put up the most points, I'm going to have to take the New England Patriots.
Now, do you think we're going to get a shootout like last year? Or do you think if Goff can manage a win, it's going to be more like the Joe Flacco Super Bowl? He lets his defense and running game carry the game, and he manages it as well as you could.
I don't think he's gonna do that. Hasn't done that at all this season. He's a complimentary piece. He's not the number one piece. The number one star is Todd Gurley. That's obvious, but he's not. He's no slouch. That boy can sling the ball. But I feel for some reason it's gonna go closer to the Pats versus Falcons.
Scoring.
Dare I say, they're going to score some ungodly amount in the first half. And then somehow, some way, Tom Brady will find a way back in like he always does. It breaks everyone's heart.
What do the picks from the Burries say? What are the Burries picks?
What's my phone saying? We got Chris saying he's rooting for the Rams. He's picking the Pats. Tyler is saying just said McVay and head coach of the Rams, and then in all caps he wants it. If you look at that guy on the sideline, he's all business. They have this is ridiculous.
They have a spotter.
They have an assistant coach that all he does, like McVay will be on the sideline, like looking at the game, and then he takes him by like the hips and then pulls him away from the field so he doesn't get in front of the officials. It's a little much. Like I feel like Belichick would be like.
That's something in college.
Belichick would be like, like whatever. Yeah, no. Belichick have none of that. Nobody's grabbing Belichick by the hips and pulling him aside.
Belichick is his age is liable to slap someone.
No, man, and it probably, you know what? I'm gonna go with a lot of scoring as well. Because they just can't. But here's the thing: the Rams don't try your cheeky stuff, like Johnny Hecker and like that special teams coordinator. Like I can't believe the Saints fell for a fake punt. Because they do that all the time. Johnny Hecker, you know, I was looking at his stats. I think he was 2 for 4 throwing it, but I know they do run plays, and like you just watch them. Like you look up like their highlights on YouTube. Like ever since that special teams coordinator's been there, like they run fakes. None of that against the Patriots. None of it. They're gonna on special teams. Patriots are gonna be really conservative, and if you're gonna let your punter throw the ball on the Patriots in the Super Bowl, no, Belichick is ready for that. They're like, listen, I don't care if we get less yards on the return. We're not letting them get an easy, like, 4th down conversion off of a stupid fake. So, like, that part of the game, if they even attempt that, like, I feel like it's over. I feel like that's a free, like, field goal, touchdown, whatever. We're going to put the Patriots in great field position if you even attempt that, so they shouldn't. I'm taking the Patriots. As much as I hate it. Man, you're right.
Yo.
The Infinity Gauntlet.
Ian Lacomer, my boy, serving right now. He said he ran a Madden 19 sim on it. He said the Rams were ahead at halftime, but the Pats win 31-28. So
I can
the
see it.
Falcons situation, which
I can see it. So is there any question, like, what does everyone think of Brady, Belichick, Patriots? Because, I mean, I feel like this game doesn't affect their legacies. I mean, Brady's been in the league 18 years, and he's been in the Super Bowl 9 times. So, like, half of the time that he's been in the league, he's been in that game.
and then half of that time he wins it.
A little more than half.
Actually, you know what? It does affect their legacy because it's just another post in the fence that says Tom Brady's the GOAT. Everyone that says Tom Brady isn't the GOAT. Man, honestly, it's getting hard to say he's not. It's getting real hard.
I'm slowly being swayed. Brady is never the most talented quarterback. I think there are more talented guys out there. But he looks like a leader on the sideline. And, like, guys definitely play better for him. And, like, you look like in, like, the locker room and, like, you look how he interacts with his teammates. And it's just like, you're like, he's a leader. You're like, God, like, can I really dislike you? I don't know. It's getting harder. It's getting harder and harder as a fan because you gotta respect what they do. But I think most of it is Belichick.
Response time.
But he
before we move on?
crafted Brady into a
No, I'm good with that.
fighter.
All right. My only question is, if it comes down to the wire and they're on the 1 yard line, yeah, Todd Gurley. Yes, you do. Don't make the Pete Carroll mistake.
Maybe
Run that ball. All right, we're gonna do a quick PSA, and then we're gonna wrap up the show with some basketball talk for the last 40 minutes or so. We got a lot to talk about NBA. And of course, we gotta talk high school hoops.
So basically, we're gonna talk real basketball and then fake.
Think fast. In the short time it takes to listen to this message, a small flame
Let's
can
go.
turn
We're going
into
from
a
the-
big fire.
From the NBA to
7
the
minutes
G
more,
League.
and thick,
That's what we're
poisonous
doing.
smoke may have filled your lungs and reduced your ability to respond. Give it 5, and your entire home may be filled with flames.
Yo, the papers are moving.
Yeah, there's some wind blowing in here.
Alarms and practice an escape
nice.
plan for you and your loved ones. Learn more at usfa.fema.gov because fire is everyone's fight.
I was quoted.
I got smart about mortgages. Now it's my house I go home to.
I got smart about credit cards. Now paper or plastic.
They quoted
Just look at the bottom.
When it comes to your money, whatever you want to get smart about.
No one's got Belichick by the neck.
Steve. Smartaboutmoney.org is a free online resource from the National Endowment for Financial Education. We're an independent nonprofit foundation.
Sean's upset about my statement about Joe Flacco being a game manager.
Smartaboutmoney.org. It's the easy place to start when you want to
What,
get
one more
smart.
time?
Sean was upset about me saying Joe Flacco's a game manager. And we are back here at Balls to the Wall. How y'all doing? It's your boy, DJ Baby D in the building. And I got my boy, Stevie D in the building. I got my boy, Savion. And I got Tevin in the building. Tevin Jordan.
Can I touch on that?
Yeah, touch on it.
What did he say? He's mad about what?
He got,
Who is this?
This is Sean, by the way.
Mhm.
This is Sean. He is a park football legend. All right, he had the best hands at the park.
He's currently studying at Assumption College in Massachusetts.
Okay.
But yeah, at the park we play our football games. He has the best hands out
He
there.
took exception.
Yeah, he got a little mad about my comments about Joe Flacco being a game managing quarterback. He was like, in that Super Bowl win, that was the best game Joe Flacco played in his life.
You know what? He's right. Joe Flacco isn't a game manager. He is worse than that. Joe Flacco is a waste of human space.
Oh,
Joe
whoa,
Flacco,
whoa.
when it comes to football, I don't mean as a human.
Okay, all right, relax. You're just a guy like you and me, you know.
Joe Flacco should go home to his wife and children and just retire. Because I'm tired of seeing his broken down hump sitting on the Baltimore Ravens bench collecting a check. He's trash. And that's all we got to say.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see what Sean says
I
about that.
think some quarterback needed to take a chance on Flacco.
But I will
It's
say,
fine.
at our
He's
park,
He's very mediocre.
So that's not fine. Mediocre
fine.
trash.
who's that player for the
If you're like floating around on like the top, if you're like floating around like you're the 15th or like 16th best, but like you belong somewhere.
who's that receiver with the record for like 10 catches each game or whatever this season? Well, I think he plays for the Vikings.
Adam
Thielen.
Thielen.
Adam Thielen. Sean is the Adam Thielen of our.
He's not Adam Thielen, man. Adam Thielen doesn't take the top off of you. He's more like DeAndre Hopkins or something like that. Man.
Sean.
Yeah, he doesn't.
But
Take,
yeah,
he doesn't take the top off.
Sean got height and he got hands. He gets there. He runs the post pretty well
Takes
to the
the
back
top
of the
off.
end zone.
He's a deep threat.
He's a deep threat, Sean.
He's the deep threat. He can do everything.
Are you the Thielens, Steve?
I'm like, I'm those small
You're
guys.
Edelman?
I'm like those Thielens, the Edelmans, the Smiths, the Steve Smiths of the world. That's who I am.
So when I play quarterback. All right, I play quarterback. I play a little bit of tight end. All right, but I'm mostly a quarterback. So I'm your like 2009 Ben Roethlisberger's. I'm like your like Michael Vick plus 50 pounds. I'm like your what am I see? I'm like your Ben Roethlisberger.
You're Devin.
Some practice.
So we have Edelman for Hall of Fame. Nate Burleson
Stop.
argues that Julian Edelman is a legitimate Hall of Fame because
No.
Marshall Jones is super. I don't. It's some of the
No.
our audience wants us to talk about it. I'll throw in. You say no. Just no. I think he leads. He has like the most postseason, like everything. But like still, like he's a good receiver. If you put like you can put him in the Patriots Ring of Honor if you want.
Yep, and that's about
And that's
it.
it. Yeah. That's it.
But yeah, I'm like Ben Roethlisberger, so it's about it.
Oh please.
So that means let me stop.
I'm Mike Vick plus 50 pounds.
So let me stop.
Well, yo, Steve, what am I? I'm like,
I'm not gonna keep. No.
what am I? Let's see.
Man, you better go on. That's what you better do.
I'm Nick Foles with a little more bounce in my step. You feel me? You got Steve. I'm kind of a dual threat quarterback at the park. I got the arm, but when it comes to I get you that first down. All right.
Is he okay?
I think he's okay.
I don't think.
I think he's
okay.
just being, he's just.
Funny guy.
I think he's lost.
He's fine.
I think he should.
Funny guy, huh? Tell a joke, funny guy. Okay, we'll move on to the
Alright.
NBA.
Yeah.
Where I really excel.
This is where I shine.
No, you don't.
That's what I do. So, what are your thoughts on return of Boogie Cousins? This is DeMarcus.
The return of Boogie. The death lineup is set.
You got 5 All-Stars in your starting lineup.
You might as well say game, set, match. But you know what? I think this is going to be a interesting playoff race in the West. I don't really much care about the East. But the West, I'm scared for the Warriors just because of the tear James Harden is on.
And also, the
But also,
Warriors bench is as deep anymore.
OKC is a dark horse to steal the West.
I think they're missing one more piece
I don't think so.
to like really be a threat in a 7-game series. I think they're missing one more piece,
I think
And-
that
and-
team,
and-
the
and
team
that-
they have right now,
and that piece is just a complementary piece to Steve Adams. You need a big man in there who's a little more offensive minded.
did you not see the beautiful Euro step by Steve Adams?
That's one play. Okay, I'm just saying. Steve Adams' main focus in which he excels in to the fullest is being the enforcer, the rebound, and a defensive presence, and a good pick and roll option for Russ. All right, I'm just saying they need someone who's not your go-to scorer, but he can get you a nice 15 every night.
So basically, Steven Adams.
No, but you're asking Steve Adams to do too much at that point, all right? Steve Adams does so much other stuff that asking him to score on top of that could throw his game off.
Stop.
He naturally
You're being disrespectful.
he naturally can get you the 15. But I want a player who can come off the bench and focus on that 15. You feel me? I'm not asking for a starting power forward. I'm asking for someone to come off the bench, like a 7th man. You feel me?
They don't. What?
Like a 6th, 7th man off the bench.
They have a
that's what I'm
6th man. His name is Schroeder. Now stop. Let me stop you right now. Steve Adams is at the moment putting up 15 points a game and 10 rebounds.
Yes, but I'm saying we need someone off the bench to give the Warriors bench problems. Because, all right, their starting lineup, all right, is set, all right? But you need, because the Warriors bench is weak, you need someone to come in there and punch him in the mouth while Steve Adams, Westbrook, or Paul George.
Paul George plays with
While
the
they're,
second unit.
no, I'm saying, but while that group is mostly getting their rest, like the Steve Adams of the world is getting their rest, you need someone in there to continue to punish them down low
They'll be fine.
and continue to make Draymond and Boogie work.
Draymond can't shoot, so that's fine.
Yeah, well, which makes defense all much easier. But I'm saying, so just give Draymond the work, all right, on the offensive end. You give him some foul trouble, and then you make the job even easier for Steven Adams when he comes back on the court.
So what are you saying?
They just need another rotational piece.
They have enough. They have enough. Right now.
Go to the roster real quick.
Oh my gosh. This man really about to make me waste my time.
But as you have Boogie Cousins and the Warriors, The Warriors were on a nice little win streak before he got there, and now he's back in there, and they're winning their games some more. He's looking really good coming off his injury. First basket back in, caught a mean slam. But he's fitting that system. He's fitting in the locker room. He's not a problem like some people thought he might be. Honestly, I feel like as DeMarcus' career went on, he got better and better when it came to maturing. I definitely think the Pelicans was a big step for him. He actually got a taste of winning for a change, and he could. I think in the playoffs he could have given them problems, like the Warriors. I think they gave them problems. I think the Pelicans are stupid for getting rid of DeMarcus, and now because of that, they're paying the price with they're going to lose Anthony Davis. Just because you had a star there with Anthony Davis, you got rid of him. You lost him. Hey, you want me to see the roster or what?
Paul George, Grant, Adams, Westbrook, Ferguson, Schroeder, Nader, Patterson, Nerlens Noel. Oh God.
Yeah, oh God, thank you.
And a bunch of DMPs because of coach's decision. So at the moment, they're running a 9-man roster for the most part.
Yeah, so like I was saying, what they need in here is someone to take a little more minutes away from, probably take 5 away from Noel, 5 away from Patterson, give this man a nice 10, 12-minute rotation spot. Okay? This guy to get some buckets. Who can this guy be is another question. But nice rotation piece off the bench.
This is perfectly fine the way it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Their bench has outside Schroeder has no scoring ability.
That's why Paul George plays with the second unit.
Yes, but there's gonna be games where Paul's gonna need some breathing. You know, some breathers.
That's when you put Westbrook in with the second unit.
Bro,
You act like they ain't got options.
their offensive options are definitely kind of limited. All I'm saying is you need one more man on that roster to get you 15 points. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Comment section, tell me if I'm wrong. The boys don't do basketball like that?
Sean does. He follows basketball a bit. Also, side note, he gave you the Mike Vick comparison. And then he also said Flacco about to drop a Super Bowl on this man's. Don't correct it. and then sent me a picture of Joe Flacco's stats and said he looks fine. If you want to look at them. Moving on.
Sean gave me the Mike Vick comparison. Thank you. My nickname is the Hefty Lefty.
This is fine to you?
He looks fine if you put a good team around him.
This is fine to you?
Read those numbers out loud for the folks.
12 touchdowns, 6 interceptions,
Fine.
84.2 quarterback rating, 61% completion rating.
That's what you want.
I want at least 70.
Average.
70's a ton. You know.
This is literally what it's like to be an average Joe.
That's what I'm saying. He's average. He's average. You need average guys in the NFL.
Yeah, on your bench.
I want at least 66% completion rate. All right.
Joe Flacco can't get you that.
I want to start at 70%.
This is what happens when your quarterback is punch drunk.
Ooh.
But yeah, back to the NBA. All right, back to the NBA. Like I was saying, I think the Thunder just need a 15-point score, big man off the bench. That's all. But yeah, Boogie Cousins. Your thoughts on that? It's just Death Lab is back. You think they'd be even stronger, but you think there's weaknesses on that team to get beat?
Draymond shooting. Klay Thompson's inconsistency with shooting. The bench, as you said, is a reason to give cause. But other than that, they have a good chance to repeat.
Do you think they get beat by a team, segue here, like James Harden and his fire streak with the Rockets?
That depends.
I don't think it lasts to the playoffs.
That depends if Chris Paul is healthy or not.
I don't think it lasts to the playoffs.
I don't think the streak will last to the playoffs.
Well, also, I don't think that style of play is going to work in the playoffs either.
I don't know.
Especially facing a team
pretty well last year.
4 or 7 times in a row. It didn't work down the stretch when he went.
Man,
when he went 0 for 14.
It only didn't work.
When he went 0 for 14.
It didn't work when CP3 was not there.
When he went 0 for 14 from the 3-point line.
Man, that's the price you pay with.
No.
That is literally the price you pay with.
I want to see him. I mean, he doesn't have to at the moment, but I think he's definitely have to develop this to score in a little bit different ways. It's like, especially because he's a bigger guard too. He's a bigger guard. I think he could post up a little bit, especially on smaller guards. He did the other night against what's his name? McCollum? No, sorry, McDonald, whatever.
But he doesn't.
From the Sixers.
So what? I just want to say, just because we don't see it a lot, doesn't mean he doesn't have it.
Well, I'm saying I think it'll make his scoring a little easier. He's not jacking up 23s a game. It makes him it makes him more effective scorer.
I don't know, man.
Efficient scorer.
He's pretty efficient. Not with his threes, but he's efficient from everywhere else.
I think he definitely become a little more efficient. Let's see.
Oh God. What's next?
Just the bottom one.
There's no conversation in the West. It's Houston, or more likely the Warriors, unless Davis comes in and changes everything. That's
For
sure.
who? Changes everything for who? The Lakers? Stop. That changes nothing.
This season, which we're in. Well, I mean, let's see. LeBron, Davis. It depends what you got to give up. That's the problem. The problem is what you got to give up. Cause I think a LeBron, Anthony Davis, with Kuz, and if they we'll put it this way, if they get rid of Ingram, picks, you want to throw Hart in there. I think who else you throw in there? Zubac maybe. I think that
How many people have you already added to this trade?
the 3 people. Ingram.
How many picks you want to give up?
So Ingram, Hart, and Zubac. That's 3 players, and then you give up like 1 to 2 picks for Anthony Davis, who is pretty much guaranteed to resign. It's almost a guarantee, unless the Celtics, take him away. Tell me to call him back. You're in the middle of the show. I know it's your girl.
That's exactly it.
Tell her decline with message. Is that option on your phone?
It doesn't matter now.
But yeah, I think a team minus those players, Anthony Davis, can definitely beat the Rockets. You're telling me I can't beat the Rockets right now with a straight face?
Yeah, with a straight face.
You're telling me I can't beat the Rockets. You're telling me a team of you could throw. I prefer Lonzo. You can throw Lonzo in there too, but I prefer Lonzo.
Can we not talk about Lonzo? Because Lonzo's a bust.
No, he's not a bust. You're
Lonzo Ball's
bugging.
a bust.
You're bugging right now. He's not a bust.
Garbage.
Markelle Fultz is a bust.
Well, yeah.
Lonzo's not a bust.
Lonzo's a bust.
Bro, have you seen Lonzo's numbers so far this season? He's not a bust. Do me a favor. Look at Lonzo Ball's numbers right now, please.
I got you.
Especially right before his injury, he was averaging 15, 8, and 7 before he got hurt.
The whole season?
Actually, before he got hurt, he was.
So the whole season?
No, the last 10
The
games.
whole season?
Even the whole season, he's been playing better than last year.
I'm not saying he's not playing better.
He's not a bust, though.
He's still a bust.
Ain't nobody ever said, besides maybe his daddy, that he was coming in the league jumping 25. Ain't nobody said that. We all said a reasonable comparison for him is that he's going to come in here, average probably like 12, 13, and then give you 8 and 8 or 9 and 8. That's what everyone said. That's what every draft analyst said.
Please give us the numbers.
Ain't nobody but LeVar says he's going to drop 25 on you every night.
Ball is averaging, for 2 years, 32.4 points, minutes a game, 32.4 minutes a game. He's averaging an even 10 points. Field goal percentage 38, rebounds 6.2, assists 6.4. This year's numbers are actually down in all categories except for field goal percentage. 30, he's playing less time, 30.3 minutes, 9.9 points. Field goal percentage is up by 4.6 points at 40.6%. Rebounds is down from 6.9 to 5.3. Assists is down from 7.2 to 5.4. So statistically, he's playing worse.
Well, his points is only down by 0.1.
but he's playing worse than.
No, okay. So give me his last 10 games. Maybe you'll find that.
I'm looking at it.
But like
0 minutes, 0 minutes, 0 minutes because he's
hurt.
He's hurt.
All right. I assume he got hurt during
during the game
in Houston. So not including that game.
But what did he have that game before he got hurt?
He had 18. It was actually on a pretty good streak. 18 points, 19 points, 13 points. He was doing all right. 7, 5, 21. He was having some hot games. He was doing all right. Bumping up those assist numbers too. 11, 10, 6, 8. Beating his average all over the board.
Thank you.
Without LeBron on the court.
Which means he was stepping up.
So you can't step up when the man's on the court?
Hey, you gotta learn how to gel together first.
So they had time to jump. They had time.
What you mean? Lonzo missed all training camp with his injury. He missed the preseason. He came in like the second game of the season. That's his first game. I'm just saying. They're gelling on the court.
Excuses for this man.
No, but I'm going back to my main point. He's not. I'm going back to my main point. I think a team of you take your pick, Lonzo or Rondo. We'll say Lonzo for argument's sake. All right. What?
Continue. Yeah.
Who's their current shooting guard? It's not.
Who's their current point guard? You mean?
No, who's current shooting guard? It's No, he left. Wait, no. Kyle Pope is still there, right?
Who? Caldwell Pope?
Yeah, I'm forgetting the shooting
Caldwell
guard.
Pope is still there.
He's a starter though, right? No, wait.
Someone can you check the Lakers starting lineup?
Yeah, who's the starting shooting guard? Because right now all I'm picturing is Lonzo, Ingram, Kuzma, LeBron, and McGee. Is that 5? Did I just say 5 right there?
No, I think you said like 4.
No, wait. Is Ingram starting off the bench? Well, he's starting right now because LeBron's out.
He would be starting.
But before that, was he off the bench before that?
No, I believe Kuzma was coming off the bench. Ingram was the starting. Either power forward or small forward. I think it was power forward.
I think Ingram's off the bench.
Here we go. Your starting 5 against Phoenix on Sunday was Rondo. You had Pope, Ingram, Beasley, and Zubac.
Okay, Kuz is coming up.
Oh, no, Kuz is hurt now too, right? Isn't he also hurt? All right, but yeah, so starting lineup of Lonzo, Cabo Pope, LeBron, Kuz, and JaVale McGee. And then you got off the bench, you got Ingram, Rondo, Chandler, Lance Stevenson, Beasley.
Mm-hmm.
I think that team could beat the Rockets.
No.
I think they beat the Rockets.
Are you drunk?
No, I think that team could beat the
Are
Rockets.
you okay?
Yes.
How?
I will see how it's hard for you to think that the Lakers could beat the Rockets in a series.
The Lakers are an inconsistent team.
I'm just saying, LeBron beat the Warriors with less. Oh, sorry. Kyrie is wrong. I meant the year before that when Kyrie and Love were hurt. I meant when Kyrie and Love were hurt.
Uh-huh.
When
they lost.
Yeah, but they forced what? Game 6?
No, they won 1 game.
Game 5? The 5-game series? I'm just
so
saying.
You're telling me LeBron James could get you 1 game with that squad?
That was worse than what he has right now. I think, and also looking at this, the Rockets are lower than the Warriors. Definitely not better than the Warriors. LeBron's team with the Cavs is worse, and now it's better. The Lakers over Rockets.
That's some funky math if I've ever heard it.
That's straight out the Skip
Man,
Bayless.
that's you
math
saying
class.
that's
straight out the Shannon Sharp math class. All right?
That's like you saying Lonzo Ball is going to be a future MVP.
No, he won't. I had to think about it for a second.
I'm proud of you. Now, the Lakers are too inconsistent to even give the Rockets any real during playoff time? No. When 90% of your roster hasn't been to the playoffs? So do you not think having experience in the playoff matters?
It does.
All right. So when 90% of your roster has no experience in the playoffs, what do?
I don't know. It worked for the Celtics last year.
Up until
they met LeBron James.
Because
LeBron is the boat.
Because experience matters. We're so close. Next time.
Because LeBron is the boat.
Okay, let's
all right,
move.
So, but yeah, James Harden streak. It's it's historical. It's nice, but I don't think it's gonna last. Because
nothing ever does.
Because it's not gonna last. But I don't think it will reoccur in the playoffs either.
You don't think he's gonna go off during the playoffs?
Not resulting in W's though. Especially against the Warriors. Or even against the Thunder.
They most likely won't play the Warriors until the Western Conference Finals.
It depends on the seeding. But we'll see. Also, I don't think they'll beat the Thunder either if they see them. I think the Thunder will beat the Warriors. Will beat the Rockets as well.
I think the Thunder have a better chance of beating the Rockets than they do beating the Warriors.
Yeah.
So, but I still think the Warriors have a great chance.
Where you say
Clippers
in the fold?
The Clippers.
Second round team? Depending who they face in the first?
Yeah, depends on who they face in the first.
Well, what are your thoughts on the Clippers this season? Surprise team?
I'm surprised. It's respectable. It's always nice to see the little team, get up there.
See,
they got some hitters though.
This reminds you of what Doc can do when you don't give him the full keys. I'm saying this what happens when you give Doc the keys to the house, but not the Lamborghini. All right, you know what I'm saying? You give him the head coach's spot, but you don't give him the GM spot. All right, let him coach the team. He does his best as a coach. He's not that great as a GM. All right, everyone knows that, and now they solidified that. That's what he's best at. Just straight coach. All right. But Harris puts in work.
Not good enough to win a championship with this team, but
Gallinari put in work.
Something.
Lou Will put in nice work.
Lou Will's doing nice stuff.
He's making a case for 6 man of the year, but I don't think he'll get it this year. But he makes a case every year.
It's Derrick Rose's award.
It's Derrick Ward, yeah.
Everyone else is just living it.
Let's see. Moving on to Kyrie and Celtics, are they back on track? They won their last 5 games, and then they just had this last loss to the Warriors. Kyrie, after the whole, I called LeBron, had a conversation with LeBron. They won a 5-game win streak, and then they lost the last game to the Warriors, but it was close. It came down to the last few plays in the fourth quarter. So every time the Celtics with the Warriors, it's always a good game, which I like. And I remember back in the day when it was the Warriors-Cavs. The Celtics were the only team to beat the Cavs and Warriors on the road in the same season. I thought that was pretty good. That was pretty nice.
Mm.
It was the Isaiah team, I believe. But Kyrie and Celtics back on track. I believe so. We'll see what happens after they bounce back from this loss. Kyrie's out for tonight's game. You said trade Kyrie?
Yeah, trade Kyrie.
All right, let me hear your thoughts on the Celtics comeback.
There's a clear opportunity to get Anthony Davis. You just have to decide, do I want to get rid of Kyrie Irving or not? And the answer should be, yeah.
But
chance to get Boogie? Yeah.
But will Davis resign?
That's the leap of faith right there.
No, I'm not getting rid of one All-Star for another.
You guys are going to be
But listen, I'm not getting rid of one All-Star for another, and then the possibility of that second All-Star leaving, and we're left with no All-Stars.
Do you want the chip or not?
I think Kyrie could lose to a chip.
No, he can't.
I think Kyrie and Davis is a definite chip.
So you're not going to get Davis.
All you do is wait till July. Or is it June?
It's July.
July 1st. All you do is wait till July 1st.
So, if July 1st hits and Boogie hits free, is it Boogie free agent this year?
Yeah, they're both.
all right, Boogie's going to LA. That's just a foregone conclusion. You don't sign with Rich Paul. He's signed with LeBron James's best friend / agent.
Wait, Boogie or Davis? They're both
Davis.
signed over there. Yeah, you kept saying Boogie. That's why.
Oh, did I say Boogie?
Yeah, you did say
My
Boogie.
bad. My bad.
That's why
I meant
confused.
Davis. So, knowing that, Davis wants to go to LA. I mean, at that point, Celtics should try to get him and then wine and dine that man.
I
Treat
don't
him
think
like
it's gonna change his
star.
mind. I don't think he got you like a star in the Pelicans.
Yeah, but you saw Adrian Wojnarowski's little tweet where he said, "This is what Boogie Cousins is asking for: a contender that gives him a legitimate chance."
You keep saying
for
Boogie
a chip."
Cousins.
God darn it,
You keep saying-
Andrew. Oh, Anthony Davis.
We'll get there. Anthony Davis.
I'm trying. It's been a long day. Anthony Davis said he wants a legitimate contender that'll compete for a ring. Celtics.
Yeah.
They just have to be willing to get rid of Kyrie Irving, who most likely will leave in free agency.
I'm just saying. I think we'll sign Kyrie to a new contract. All right. We'll bring in Anthony Davis because we got room for it.
No, you don't.
We do.
Where?
We got room for one more contract.
Where?
I'm pretty sure I have room for one more contract.
Someone check that.
Well,
Someone check that
Yeah,
now.
what's our
What do you need? You need cap space?
Celtics
What
cap
do you need?
Celtics cap space. This year,
Celtics have
this-
enough cap
this
space
year and then next year.
to sign Boogie Cousins.
I mean, people are talking. I mean, all like the sports broadcasters and stuff, they're all talking about it. Like they can do it. They would just have to.
Rearrange the money a little
It
bit.
would be offering a truckload of talent.
Well, look at so this cap space for right now and then after next season. No, sorry, after this season. So like going into next season. Like cap space over the next few years.
2019 or something like that.
Because what I'm thinking is, if Kyrie does leave and you bring in Davis, I have faith in Rozier. It's just that when he's off the bench, he's too consistent because he's trying to take all these shots. But when he starts, like when Kyrie's out with injury, he gives you 26 points and the 10 assists. So like he can put up the numbers. It's just that can Rozier be consistent with it? Keep it straight head.
Well, you're gonna have to find out. What better time to find out than a few months before the playoffs and with Boogie Cousins?
And then it gives Tatum and Brown their shots back.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Gordon Hayward will still be there. Hopefully he'll be back to his Utah days. I mean, when I watch Hayward play, it seems like he gets a shot whenever he wants. Like he gets he makes a lot of his shots, but he gets a shot off because he's able to create space. But he's not putting so much effort to create space, which is
Well, he's still coming back from his injury.
Yeah, no, he's back to his basic. He's not doing extras. He's on his basic stuff.
So
But
I think he'll
he's
be
getting
fine by
shots.
playoff time.
Hey, but he's getting his shots, which is nice. Which I like.
He just
seeing.
can't get him to go down.
No, he's the games I'm watching him play. He's playing really well.
You're funny. He's playing.
Hayward?
Oh, yes. Gordon Hayward is playing a shell of the man he was. He's doing okay. The Celtics better hope he's back to the level they had him at.
Oh, true.
Or
But I'm just saying, right now he's not playing terrible.
he's average, which for his standard isn't good.
From what I've been watching of him, I'm like what I'm seeing.
You fuck. He's having his lowest scoring year.
Yes, but he's effective from the field.
No, he's not. The Celtics play worse when he's starting. The statistics show it.
I'm saying field goal wise, he's making his shots.
I have here as far as can do the Celtics have room for Davis. Kyrie Irving and Davis both signed their second contracts under what's known as the Rose Bowl,
Yep.
which allows certain players coming off rookie deals to sign higher value contracts. NBA teams are only allowed to have one such contract at any given time. That being the case, Boston can only trade for Davis this season if the trade included Irving.
No, I was going to sign him in the offseason because they keep saying play for July 1st.
There's a lot of things about luxury tax and stuff that I don't understand about the NBA.
Well, what luxury taxes is money that they have to pay if you're going over the cap. That's essentially what it is. It's a tax for going over the
So in
cap.
theory, can't you just go over it?
If the player's already on your team.
Yeah.
So for Kyrie, they can go over the luxury tax.
They're already paying luxury tax.
But for Davis, they can't.
Well, so what they have to do is sign Davis first, and then give Kyrie his
But
contract.
Davis. And Gordon Hayward scored 2 points last
Or before that.
game. 18 before that. 7 before that. Didn't play the 19th. And the 18th, he scored 8 points. You know what he's averaging for points? 10.8 points a game at average.
He's moving better on the court.
This is why I hate Celtics fans.
On to All-Star voting. We got like 5 minutes left in the show. We'll touch on that real quick. I mean, by the fan vote, every year you realize why fans voting should be less and less. But then the argument is the game is for the fans, so the fans should be able to see who they want to see in
You're
it.
darn right. And you know who we want to see?
Doncic. We want to see Doncic.
Well, yes. You know who else? Derrick
D
Rose.
Rose. We want to see D Rose.
He's earned it. It's his time. Let this man. I don't care if he comes off a bench. He better be playing in the All-Star.
All right. And then wrap up the show with our
Oh,
5 minutes we have left.
Oh,
It's time for Ball Family News. All right, so I watched the latest episode of Ball and Family last night. This episode covered when they're overseas of the GBA games. They're on a winning streak right now, and LaMelo goes to LeVar and Allen's room and the hotel room. And he's like, guys, I want to go back to high school, finish up my senior year with my peers. And LeVar, he's thinking like, hey, I really need him out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then him and Alan were talking later in the night when they're like dinner or something, or they're chilling, and he's like, Alan, you're always up front. He's like, hey, well, what do you think? What do you think's best? He said, am I just blinded right now? Like, what do you think's the best? He's like, you're both right, but you both got different visions. All right. He was like, LeVar, Melo's great for the league, everything, whatnot. But he was like, I see where Melo's coming from. He's been on the road. He's been on the country roads. You know what I'm saying? Out of the country for like the past year and a half. I'm saying he wants to have that experience. He's like, Lonzo and Gel both had their high school experience and whatnot, senior year experience. He's like, but anyway, so at the end of it, they find a school for him. The problem was finding a school with good competition, because the public schools in like California, public school system, there wasn't so much great talent. But he's like, and also getting him into the school might be a little harder because him coming from over here. But they decided the best option would probably be a prep school. So they're looking at some prep schools that play really good competition and whatnot in their schedules. And at this point, the season just started. So the school year was already underway. Seasons were starting up. They played like a few games in the high school season. So they went to they found Spire Academy, and history from there. We know how that's turning out. Spire right now is balling. They only lost 1 game this season, which just happened like earlier in the week. But Melo's balling out right now. Boy, wait, go over there. They're balling out right now. Melo's averaging a triple-double right now playing high school ball. What I gotta say though is he's taking a lot smarter shots. Makes his teammates around him better. His passing is really good. The defense is the defense. Their system right now is Mike D'Antoni. We're gonna outscore him and we're gonna worry about defense later. That's what their system is right now. Their system is like a full court, half court trap. Make them pass and make them sweep the tempo. That's what it is right now. But they're balling out. The LaMelo versus Julian game happened. All right, and what we all predicted happened. All right, LaMelo is better than Julian. I don't want to hear another hater say otherwise. Julian Newman, he is a trash basketball player. His dad is a trash. I don't want to say father because he's raising his son right. Outside basketball, he's raising his son right. In basketball, whatnot.
It's a bad basketball mentor.
Yeah, he's terrible basketball mentor. He's trash. His father's a trash human being.
You can be a good father, but a bad.
Wait. You called his father a trash human being,
Yes.
but you're here advocating for LaMelo Ball's father, LeVar.
Julian's dad is worse than LeVar. You'll find men worse than LeVar. Bro, after this, I got to show you the video of the locker room before the Julian versus LaMelo game, their high schools. He was saying, oh, we don't worry about LaMelo. He's not the problem, all right? You pay attention to Rocket Watts. He's like the scouts. They're not here for LaMelo. He probably won't play college basketball. They're not here for Rocket Watts. He's already signed. They're here for you guys. Like, boy, ain't no one here for Downey Christian High School, and they play in a nasty cafeteria basketball gym. Ain't no one here for your trash team, all right? Julian, he was on the Good Morning Show with Strahan and the girl and whatnot. Him and his sister were out there, and they're doing dribbling drills and whatnot. And they're asking them about their plans, or they're being recruited and whatnot. Because his little sister started getting recruited. Like she was the youngest person at 13 years old to get recruited to Miami University of Miami.
Oh, wow.
University of Miami for basketball. And they asked Julian about his offers. He's like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to college route. I don't know. I might go to high school. I don't know. He's like, this dude got no offers. This dude is supposed to be so high, supposed to be nasty. He is not a top 100 player. He is not nationally recruited. He has no D1 offers. The reason that LaMelo, quote unquote, has no college offers is because they're not sure if he's going to be eligible. But as the day comes at the term he's eligible, guarantee every big program is coming knock on his door because LaMelo is a college basketball. He's going to be a college basketball star. He can change the school around. You can just give them wins, all right? That's all I got to say about that. Julian's trash. LaMelo's better. And LaMelo, at the end of the day, might be the best ball brother.
This whole subject has been trash. Brought to you by Trash R Us. Please keep trashing.
Wow, wow. You see what you just did?
Yo, Tevin be hating on this shit, bro.
Wow.
Man,
What's up, man?
I hit on that subject. That subject is trash. I don't know why we're talking about ball in the family.
We talk about
We're talking about the level of bar and the ball.
we talk about that here on Will 7.7 WFCS over the edge, balls to the wall. I'm glad y'all can come here this week. Next week will be even better. I'll have Steve back here with me. Hopefully Tevin sticks around and hangs with me.
You have a fan of the ball segment, by the way. You have a fan.
Cool.
Ball
Who's
segment. Sean enjoyed the ball segment, and Tyler also said go balls, but I don't know how. That was probably a little sarcastic.
Mindless
But maybe you
sheep.
enjoyed it.
We'll hit you with a PSA and then give you some music, and we are out. See y'all next week, Monday 4 to 6. Tell your fam, deuces.
Bye.
Think fast. And
Yo,
listen
so hate on my ball family, bro. Stop hating on them, bro. Why you hating on the ball family? Let them know stop hating on them.
Man, ball family.
Put some respect on my name, you heard? All right, we signing out. Put some respect on the name, bro.
You on that trash way.
Put some respect on the name, bro. I'll catch y'all later.
They dirty.